I want to show you a different method using the bell hanger bit to connect your electronics pocket to your bridge pickup pocket. So in the other video, we have the guitar laying down on the workbench, and I kind of reference this method. So here's an addendum to that showing you how this method would work. Just like with the other method of doing this, I'm trying to use my bell hanger bit on an angle going through my jack hole to go through the wall of the electronics pocket and up. Next thing we're going to do with drilling holes is something I personally like to do. I don't know how many other stem guitar teachers do this. I'm going to take a 1/8 inch drill bit and I'm going to drill through my string holes. You do want to, if you're not using 1/8, something smaller, you do want to clean out these holes because now they have sawdust and gunk. In this case, true oil for this body. But I like going 1/8 because as far as I know, that hole doesn't have to be real precise to your string wire itself. So I like having a little bit of room for the string wire to play in there as you're feeding it through and up into the bridge, which you'll see later when we go to the end of this whole thing and actually putting strings on it. So what's nice is I don't have to center punch because I have these holes. You can see these two are done already. Also, ideally, it's not great to have the chuck hit this when you're typically doing things, but in this case, it doesn't matter because you're not going to see these. Your bridge covers all that. Then once you have that done, if you want, just come over to this side and double check. And that's how we clean out our string wire holes. Next thing I'm going to be doing is making sure I have all my holes cleaned out. So we talked before about the string holes, getting them cleaned out. On this body from Sinclair, from Stem Guitar, the neck holes have already been drilled all the way through. So I don't need to worry about that. We'll put that in another video about drilling those holes all the way through, but it's done on here. So next thing on this one is I want to clean out these holes here and make sure that they're the right size. So you look at it and say, Mr. P, they're not clogged, but there might be gunk, junk, swarf, all the above, coating these holes, making them smaller than we want. So through Stem Guitar, we have 2 reams that come in your starter kit. I'm going to start with the smaller one, which not only is handy here on our 2 variable resistors / potentiometers / volume knob and tone knob, but this will also come in handy later on our headstock with our tuning machines. And an interesting point here, if you or your students aren't aware, when you drill a hole, it's actually not a circle. Those of you with metalworking experience know this, that it actually has a little bit of an oblong to an egg shape, whereas a ream is a perfect circle. So anytime you're doing precise things, like I mentioned, metalworking, a ream is nice to have to make sure the hole is correct. I might drill on 2, I'm gonna go fast with it spinning, but as I go in and out, I'm not going to be pushing real hard. I'm gonna let the ream do the cutting because this is not a drill bit. This is for just reaming out an existing hole that's the correct size. Make sure you're not drilling with these.